Hey everyone, welcome to the Weeb Lounge. I am Nick, and this is going to be a tutorial on how to play Princess Connect Redive. All of the basics that you're going to need to know, navigating the menus, and a few little tips and tricks along the way. Now, the first thing that you're going to need to do if you decide to play this game is download it. And downloading Princess Connect Redive, you have to get to the Japanese side servers. How do you do that? Well, the first thing you need to do is go to QOO-app.com, QOO app, all right? You go there, you download their app, you log into that, and now a whole slew of games are open for you to get. All the ones that are restricted in Japan, Fate Grand Order, the Japanese version, Konosuba Fantastic Days, and Princess Connect Redive. That's where you're going to have to download this game. And keep in mind, Princess Connect Redive fully installed can be right around 10 gigabytes. It's not a small game. And there's a lot of full animation to this game, especially in the story arcs and such. It's actually really well done. But you're also going to need a VPN. Unfortunately, some of these games require that you get a VPN, a virtual private network. I use ExpressVPN, and I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just use them because, hey, it works for me. So there's a lot of options out there. There's a lot of free ones to get, but that one seems to be pretty stable, pretty reliable, and a lot of options all over the place. And you can use it for more than just, playing your gacha games. But anyways, on to Carol here. Well, that's one of the characters in the game. It's one of the main characters. If you've seen the anime, you know who she is. Anyways, what we're going to do is just go over how to navigate all the menus, and I'm going to kind of take them just step by slow step, and it might not mesh quite well with one thing or the other, so I might actually end up kind of overlapping a little bit, but there's a lot of stuff here, and I need to go over it, so let us begin. At the very bottom here, this is homepage. It is the page that we are on, bottom left. From here, you can access the shop. You can access your clan menu. You can get email or notification stuff. You got your missions and you got your mission dailies, and you also have presents, which is, it's pretty nice to get presents and stuff. So right off the bat, top left, you're going to see all this, okay? Let's do a quick explanation on this. This right here is your player level. I'm level 97. Cap at the time right now, I think it's like 167, if I'm not mistaken. But it's changed over time, so there's that. This is how much EXP you have. And if you click and hold down or tap and hold down, it tells you how much EXP you have, how much you need to get to the next level. The bottom one tells you how much time is left before you get another point of stamina. Stamina is this here. And you gain 1 point of stamina every 6 minutes. So basically 10 points every hour. And stamina is really important in this game if you want to play and advance quickly. Over a little bit more of that. This right here, that is mana. Think of that as a generic currency that lets you do like just about everything in the game. Every time you level up a character, every time you craft a piece of gear, you're going to end up using a little bit of mana. So having an awful lot of mana, millions of mana, you'll go through it. That 36 million in the course of a couple of minutes, I could just blow on some of my characters if I wanted to. So spend it wisely. One currency next to it, this here, those are jewels. That is your premium currency, what you can use to do your gacha rolls, what you can spend your hard-earned money on if you so choose. The great thing about Princess Connect, though, is you can actually earn an awful lot of that in the game. I have spent very, very little money getting any kind of quartz. I think I had to do a big purchase once, try to get some characters earlier on, and that's really all I had to do. It's 1,500 quartz for a 10 pull, if that tells you anything. So I've got a lot of 10 pulls sitting here. And the odds of getting a character, a good 3-star character, at the very least is like 2.5%. And there's another gacha where it's 5%. So getting your good characters, that's a lot of quartz, okay? And the way they do I'll go over the gachas or whatever a little bit when I get to the gachas. All right. Now, we're going to go down here. These little options on the top right, these are all like little cosmetic things. I'm not going to go over those just because it's like you can toy around with the character you have on your screen by clicking this. And instead of having Carol on your main screen, you can pick whatever other character you want. A couple little things. This right over here, where Kokoro's sitting here, that's like what campaigns are going on and little bits of news and pieces. And same thing for the little scroll thing here. This tells you the events and such. And, you know, little things like that I'm just not going to go over with right now. All right. We're going to do these left to right, the shop. Now, the shop, there's a whole bunch of different kind of currencies to use in the shop. And you earn these in-game doing whatever, right? The first one is a generic shop. The top level are some potions. The bottom level are things that help level up the star level of gear characters have. It's a generic shop. This is always here. And the shop will refresh once a day. You can buy all this stuff. And a nice little tidbit, you click this little box here. You can buy it all if you want. Come down here, click right here, and it'll buy it all in one instead of doing each individual. I was kind of dumb. I didn't realize that right off the bat, and I learned, and now you know. And even though it only refreshes once a day, see this button right here? If you want to refresh it, force it to refresh, you can pay that, and it'll refresh the store. Now, the more you do it, the higher that cost is going to be, and eventually it's going to get to a point where it's like it's not worth it. So when you start buying stuff, be careful. I haven't had to buy anything from this shop for a very long time. Early on, I bought a bunch of stuff to try to push a little, but in all reality, you don't have to do it. Plan accordingly. Now, the rest of them. The next one, this is dungeon coins. There are dungeons that you can do once a day, and you get coins for completing these dungeons or getting even partway through. You use these coins to buy memory pieces, and also there's a little bit of gear that you can get as well. On any of these here, except for the very last one, on any of these, don't buy gear. Save yourself the trouble. Don't buy gear. This currency is precious, okay? Until you have purchased every single memory fragment you can possibly get and use, do not buy gear with these coins or this currency. Quick explanation. What's a memory fragment? Memory fragment helps level your character up star level, so from 1 star to 2 stars and so on. I'll go into it a little bit more when I get to the character creation screen. Now you have your arena coins, your 1v1 arena. That is a different store. Princess arena coins, which is your 3 teams versus 3 teams PvP arena. Clan, which are clan battles. Once a month, the clan can participate in basically raid battles. They can all beat up a monster, and you get points for doing that. You get the currency for doing that. This one that's locked for me is the Master Shop. Now, I don't know too much about the Master Shop because I haven't got there yet. But basically, from what my understanding is, when you reach max player rank, which is like 166, 167, something ridiculously high that's going to take me forever to get to, this unlocks. And it allows you access to like a kind of new form of currency and other things to do. So basically, when you cap your level, you don't get bored and you still something to do, right? This right here, these are like little princess pieces, whatever the heck they're called, right? You get these from either special events that are going on, and they have special events all the time, like little gachas, or not gachas, but lottery events where you fight bosses, collect currency, use that, spend it on the lottery, get stuff, or whatever else that they do. Or when you do gacha pools, if you get duplicates, those duplicates are transformed into this currency, and this currency you can use to purchase memory fragments from any character that you have. Be very cautious buying these because that currency is precious. As you can see, I only have 13, but I've had thousands, and I have spent a lot to level up characters, especially Swimsuit Makoto. I maxed her out, and that's how much I have left. I have nothing left after I did that. Just one character. The cost of these memory fragments, for the first 20, it only costs 1 a pop. But after that 20, cost goes up to 2. So the next 20 is going to cost you a total of 40. And it goes up to 3. So the next 20 is going to cost you 60. And it does that until it gets to the cost of 5 a pop. So you want to be really, really cautious when you're buying your memory fragments. All right? I'll just leave it at that. This last one, Right now the shop's locked for me, but it's kind of like the very first shop, but there's a whole bunch of items and other stuff you can buy. I buy out the shop, the whole thing, every time. It's cheap. There's some goodies in there that you can get. And what happens is, as you're doing quests and spending stamina, this will open up. And it'll be like, hey, you got 10 minutes to go shopping. So you go shop, buy everything, and then it closes down. Then as you're spending more stamina, it opens up again. So basically, every time this thing opens up, just buy out the shop and be good, unless you're really, really pressed for mana. Back to the home page. Now, this button right here with the shield, that is your clan page. Right now, I am in a clan. I don't even know the name of the clan. What is the name of the clan? Do I know the name? Not a clue. Yep, don't know. It's probably on the screen. Yep, it's on the screen. I ain't got a clue. But why are clans important? Why should you join one? What I did is I just opened up the clan page. I saw some clan that had like 2 members in it. I was like, okay, I'll join that one. I've been there ever since. Okay? I've just been sitting there. And and it's important because, like, every time you join the clan, now if you want to see the member list, click this. And if you want to join a clan, there's a daily every day, obviously daily, and you get a little bit of player EXP for just going into the player list and clicking Ine to somebody who's saying, good job. You click that, you get 10 stamina for free, and you complete one of the dailies. I mean, it doesn't get much easier than that. And plus, those clan battles that I kind of mentioned in that shop earlier, if you're not in a clan, you can't participate in them. So find a clan to join, even if it's just some random nothing just sitting there. And I am considering making my own. If enough of my viewers start playing this game, I can create a guild and we can all just hop in one thing and kind of coordinate. I really actually want to do that because I think it'd be fun. It'd be great, but keep that in mind. And, throw a little comment down too as well if you'd be interested. And if I got enough people interested, maybe I'll leave the clan, join, make my own, and have all you guys join. Or up to 30 of you, because it only allows up to 30. But anyways, get in a clan. Kind of sounds bad on the surface, don't it? The bird holding the mail, that's just information. Anytime you load up the game, there's going to be like a news thing that pops up, okay? And you just close out of it. That just brings that back up so you can see the news. The little thing with the crown here, that is your missions. First one is daily, middle one is normal, and this is kind of like a little special one, or achievements, I guess you could say. You do your dailies every day. See, like this one. Get the mana things one time. I haven't done that yet. Do I want to do it? It's only 20 player XP, and you have to spend 10 of those jewels. Is it worth the 10 jewels for 28 EXP? Early on, it really is. But now, not so much. But there's other times, like there's going to be 2 times per day where you get stamina. And being Central US time, at 3 p.m., the dailies reset. Central US time, 3 p.m. dailies reset. And at 10 p.m., you get 100 bonus stamina. And at 4 a.m., I get 100 bonus stamina. Oh, and I've been awake that whole time, getting my stamina. Normal. Basically, as you go through and you do the normal quest line, the hard mode and the very hard, and special events and stuff will pop in here, and you earn a ridiculous amount of quartz doing these. I mean, a ridiculous. So, basically, whenever a little number pops up on either of these, the mission one and the one farthest to the right, presents, click them, collect your stuff. Now, presents, and apparently nobody likes me. Don't want to send me any presents, so I ain't got none. Sad times, right? I did that joke on my last video. It didn't work out well. Every day, chances are you're going to get a little something. Just click there, get it. Happy little stuff to get. All right, that is the main page. Now, I'm going to go to the next tab, which is for your characters. It's got Pecorine right here with a little thingy by it. This is a list of characters that you have, and I have to admit, I got extremely, extremely, extremely lucky getting a lot of the characters that I have. Maybe you'll be luckier, maybe you won't, but I have to say, one of my very first pulls I did, I got 4 3-stars in a single pull on the big princess one. I pooped myself. It was really good stuff. Anyways, Now, let's take one of these characters for example. Now, anytime you get a character, it's going to be 1 star, 2 stars, or 3 stars. In order to get a 4 or 5 star, you have to get those memory fragments and put them on the characters to level them up. Now, you notice, like right here, see how those stars change to a little sword? Some characters have a special weapon that they can equip that you need memory fragments and other things along to do. These are all the characters I have, and the list right down here, these are the characters I do not have. And oddly, they had a ReZero collab where you could get Amelia, Rem, and Ram, and oddly they're not in there, but other characters from collabs are, so that was a thing. I'm not sure. But let's just pick one of these girls kind of at random. Well, let's pick one that's, a fairly popular character that was in the anime. Let's just take regular old Kokoro. Kokoro. Here's Kokoro. Okay. How do you read this screen? Oh my god. We're on the very first tab right here. And these are weapons and gear that you can get. Now, if this here have little plus symbols on it, that means you have enough fragments or whatever to add some gear. If this right here is lit up all shiny and the border going crazy and everything, that means you can rank the character up. You want to rank characters up as high as possible. Now, without getting too crazy into strategy, there's some characters where they say don't rank them up too far because otherwise their abilities don't trigger as much. I'm not getting into that. I'm not that's if you're trying to min-max crazy. If you're into crazy min-maxing or whatever, do some research, figure it out. I ain't going into that. I'm just going to rank the characters up all the crazy, right? Anyways, that's the first one. But let's say, okay, you got this wand here, or spear, or it's a spear wand. I'm going to call it a spear wand. Now, let's say I want to find stuff. I want to do quests. I want to get this thing so that I can level her up, rank her up, etc. Right now, you have these two buttons here. Left one brings it to the screen, so if you have it, you can craft it or look at the stats, and that's going to add stuff to it. Like this stat right here, that is physical attack power, that is physical defense, that is magic defense, and that is critical. And everything's going to have different kind of stats and such. The best thing to do on this, Google Translate. Okay, if you can somehow manage to use a device, maybe that's not the best thing or whatever. But one thing I do, I play the game on my tablet, but of course I have a phone as well, and I have Google Translate on my phone. And if I really, really need to know something and my Japanese ain't good enough to read it, I bring up Google Translate, I have it look at my tablet, and it translates it for me in real time. It actually works good. Translations aren't great, but you get the idea. Anyways, back to the task at hand. All right, I want to make this. And these are fragments. You get these doing quests all the time. I need 30 of these things in order to craft that weapon. Okay, well, let's click it. Now it's going to tell me where I can go to get it. Chapter 16, level 5. Chapter 17, level 1. All the way down to whatever. And there's 16/2 hard mode. So if I want to do one of these and try to get one, you click it. And these are the monsters. This is your combat screen. Not going to go quite into that yet, but right here, these are skip tickets, and they give you a stupid amount of skip tickets. Skip tickets, it lets you do the battle without actually doing the battle, and you just get the reward for it. So I'll use a skip ticket real quick. Just one. I got 2 of them. There's a bonus thing going right now with double drops, so I went from 1 to 3. All right. Hey, got lucky. Get out of that real quick. So basically, when you have 30 of them, you can craft it from here, basically clicking this button over here. Or at this screen, you can just kind of auto do it, right? Some things, that was a real simple one to put together. You have your one thing to grind, you slap it together, you're good to go. But a lot of them, let's see if we can find one that has like multiple parts. Like this one, yes. You have to grind all this stuff, and it acts like a tree. Okay, I need these shoes. In order to make those shoes, I need that thing. In order to make that thing, I need that and that. So it can get kind of complicated. But you can also, actually, let me do that real quick. Got this. Oh, well, we need that. Well, we have that and that. Well, that ain't going to work, so let's go back. What about this sword? I have plenty of those to make a sword, so let's make a sword. Do that. Made a sword. Come back. Now it shows that the sword's made, but we still need this. In order to get this, we have to go and do some of these quests, which I'm practically out of stamina to do. Okay, it's a little complicated, and that's just the first tab. This is going to be a long video, just so you know, but hey, A lot of info you need. That's the first one. And this down here, this basically says do everything. Okay, level up, put on gear, do everything that it could possibly be done to that character. So let's level 96 to 97. Yay, that's all I could do. All right, now the tabs over here, the next one, if you want to level up the character manually, there's your level, okay? It lists you all the mana potions, and if you can apply them, you click this button and it applies them, and you watch this little experience bar go up. That's all that is. Middle one, skills. Now, as you level up, as you rank up, when you hit rank 7, you pretty much unlock all of her skills. And as you level up, you can also level up skills with it. Skill can match the level, right? Well, if you want to do it manually instead of hitting that little button I just did, you can come in here, spend the mana accordingly, level it up. You just keep clicking this for each one. Fourth tab. This is your memory fragments. This is where you try to get that star level up. Right now, my Kokoro is only 2 stars. She started out at 1. Got her to 2. I think. Maybe. I don't remember. It's been a while. But anyways, when you get enough memory fragments, that'll hit 100 or 100 or however many you need. The higher star level you're going for, it's going to take more. Click that. Boom. You get it. And 5-star is max, but there is a special 6-star on some characters. And this character does have that when I get to that point. The final tab is not available for every character. What this is a special unique equipment item. And what this does is you get this item and you can level it up just like you could kind of star level up other weapons and such. But the more you level it up, the more powerful your character gets by little increments, little tiny bits. But it also does something with one of their skills. It makes one of their skills better, upgraded, or adds a skill. So a lot of characters getting your special little unique item might actually be more important than spending memory fragments on other things. In order to get a unique weapon, it takes 50 of those memory fragments. And depending on the character, a lot of them, you should do that before you even star level them up. The best example I would have to say is Christina. She is a incredibly powerful melee DPS character. I ranked 13 her and I'm still working on it. Basically what her special sword does, it allows her to get her ultimate quicker. So in her case, that was worth a lot more than trying to up her star because the fight starts, everything starting out at 0, and it seems like within a second, bam, she's hitting her ultimate. So that is really important if you happen to have that character. All right. Oh boy. Okay, back to the character thing. Well, we don't need to really go over any more of this. Character battle formation, you have front, mid, and back. That's what this is. That's front, that's mid, that's back. You can sort by different things. Right now, I got them sorted by level. A couple different sorting options and stuff there. I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of that. All right. Back to the home screen, and now we're going to go to the story one. The story one will be easy. Story one will be easy. I don't even have to click anything, but I will to show you. Now, as you progress in the storyline and special events, as you play or rank up, as you do many different things, you're going to unlock stories, which is basically visual novel type little things, right? So I can just kind of start one up. This one's based on characters. Here's Pecorine. Let's go ahead and do that. And it'll give you an option, 0 megabits in some cases, or a little bit. Now, the one on the right just says, do you want voice or middle one, no voice, right one, voice. And some of these are actually going to be big files because they include an animation to it. This one doesn't include an actual animation. So I'll just click that, load it up, and it goes through like a little whatever. Now, a lot of these stories actually all the stories give you at least 20 quartz a pop just by clicking them and watching them. Some of them do 50. But here's the thing. Let's say you just want the quartz. Your Japanese isn't good enough to read through all this, so it's like, what's the point? Well, you just click menu. The top one is skip. Skip. Click that. Skips it, sends it right back, and if there was a reward for getting it, you get it. And that's basically the story. That was an easy one to do. I really like that one. This one is not. Very middle one right here. That is quest. That's going to be a lot of stuff. This one's going to take a moment. All right. Here we go. First one, the big old one right here. This is your main story quest. And right now I am still working on chapter 31:14, and I actually don't know if there's all that much beyond this. I'm pretty far into it. But you can see, you got to see those 3 stars, 3 stars, 3 stars, 3 stars. Oh, I only got 2 on this one. Very important to 3-star a match, because if you 3-star a match, then you can use skip tickets on it. Skip tickets make life easy. You can grind that gear easier. Plus, when you complete an area, when you get past an area, you get a quartz reward. If you 3-star it, you get more quartz. So basically, every single one of these that you get past in 3-star, you get a total of 60 quartz. Okay, there's 31 chapters. There's 10 to 14 in each chapter. You guys do some math. That's a lot. That's a lot of, not quartz, jewels. Be careful. Quartz is other games. And as you progress in normal, it's very important that you progress, because as you progress, you unlock other things, other dailies, other dungeons, etc., etc. The further that you get more options and stuff to do. Of course, there's unlocked hard modes, and then when you get so far, there's very hard. And yes, these are very hard. These things are kicking my ass, to be honest. So, yeah, they're kind of a thing. But anyways, let's go to this normal one here real quick, and let's do a hard mode. Why not? It's going to be the same either way. Let's find one where I could use like a memory piece, because I'm going to do one. Oh, let's see. Oh, I already got Pecorine there. There, Igure or something somewhere. There, that's Yui. Don't need. Ah, Kokoro. All right, 13-1. I can have a chance. Hard modes have a chance to give you the memory fragments. You need them. You want to do them. And I don't have the stamina to do the hard mode, so I can't do that anyways. All right, well, we'll just go back to normal. Yeah. All right, well, let's go ahead and backtrack a little bit here, because I want to do some of these battles can actually take a while. Okay, the harder they are, the more hit points and blah blah blah. So I'm going to go back a little bit, and yeah, I could do the whole world thing, but just go back to let's just pick this one at random. All right, normal ones take 10 stamina. It's got a tree guy, piggy thing, raccoon looking something, and a mole that throws rocks or something. So this is the combat screen. This is what I was trying to do, so I can show you a combat thing. Now, if you want to use a skip ticket, you can do it from here. And if you got the stamina, you can just keep clicking the plus. And for normal, it's 10 a pop. Want to do it 10 times, you got 100 stamina, you put it at 10, boom, click the button, the thing will pop up and be like, hey, you got stuff. But if you're not going to do that, click this to actually do your fight. Now, when this comes up, I'll do it like I'm doing it fresh. Going to list all your characters, and you got 5 slots to fill. Now, what kind of character formation do you want? Well, kind of want a tank. So I got Pecorine Princess Edition. She's DPS and tank combined. Really good character. So I want her. Let's see. You need a healer. Kokoro Princess Edition. She has an AoE heal, so she works out pretty good. Crazy melee DPS in Christina. And let's see, who am I going to put in the back? Well, got Siren here, Summer Edition. She is support and kind of boosts speed and attack power, magic power and stuff. So she's good support. And Nanika, throw her in the back for just a whole bunch of blasting magic kind of crazy stuff, right? You pick your group, click battle. Here you go. We're going to go through a battle. Now, right now, I have it set to auto. Well, Christina's already at it and murdering people. I mean, that's what she does. But right now I have it on full speed and on auto. That's pretty much the best thing to do, whatever. But let's turn the speed down when I have a chance here and turn auto off. All right, that's really going to slow down the gameplay to something a little more tolerable. And they all do all their abilities and everything just standard normal, okay? Like heal, little buffs, whatever it is, but they won't do their special. Want to do their special with auto off, you have to click it. I wanted to do Kokoro's AoE heal. So here we go. And it's a heal over time. It's a little thing on the ground, you stand in it, you get healed. There you go. Okay, I want to do her sword thingy. Hers always crits, which is nice. That hit pretty hard. All right, let's do pecorines. Splat. It's dead as hell. But if you want to take over manual control, you can do that, and it is very useful sometimes. But you're just grinding stuff, doing that, getting through it quick. That's the option. So as this finishes out, there's a whole bunch of different characters that have different roles. Some of them are more physical based. Some of them are more magic based. Some of them really are good tanks and not good at anything else. Some of them are decent healers and not good at anything else. Every character has their strengths and weaknesses, and there are the only good wiki out there is a Japanese one. Just Google Japanese Princess Connect Redive guide, and a Japanese one will pop up. And yeah, it's like the best one there is out there. Download Google Translate, use that to put it in English or whatever language you need to surf it in. That's your best bet. Windscreen. As you can see, I 3-starred it. I gained 10 player rank EXP. I gained 15,492 mana. And then down here, characters, you don't just have to level up characters with those potions, level them up doing the actual battles. So they gain a little EXP there, and also there's bond rank. Bond rank for all these characters are max, so that's what it says, but if they were not max, it would show me exactly how much I have. That to go to the next screen. Those are my rewards for clearing it, which kind of sucks. I did need some of those bracelets, though. That's how you do it. That's your main quest stuff. Oh, that's crazy. All right. So it's important to get through the normal quest as quick as possible, because all this other stuff is behind a wall that you can't do until you progress so far. All right. Now for the next one. This guy up here. These are your free quest dailies. Yeah, the one on the left is for EXP potions. The one on the right is for mana. You can only do so many a day. The further you are going through that normal quest line, get higher and higher levels of them to do. Always do the highest level one and try to 3-star it. So that way you can just, click that, get it done. One below that, the one with the little pink orb here, those are for little fragments that you need to do higher end level stuff. Okay. Basically, the one on the right is to try to get your characters to 6 stars. Also can have an effect on weapons. The one on the left is also to level up and rank up those special unique weapons. It's all about the weapons and the 6-star in here. But even if you don't have any characters that are able to do that, get in here and do these. Do them every day as much as you can, max it out, and because it doesn't just drop those things at random, and you're going to eventually need a lot of them, but you also get a lot of gear. A lot of EXP. It's worth doing. Do them every day. I think you can do each one 5 times a day. As long as you got the stamina, do it. All right, the one with the sword and shield right here. That's your clan battle. But it's only open up for a specific amount of time during the course of the month. So there might be like a 4 or 5 day window where you can do the clan battle, and then once it's done, you got to wait for the next one, and everything resets. My clan that I'm in participated, didn't do very well at all, and it is what it is. But at least I got to participate, right? Eventually, I'll get to a clan or make my own where we do better. But that's this. And in order to do it, you have this CP down here. Basically, you spend stamina doing other quests and everything. That charges this up. And each one that you charge it through, you can do another battle. So basically 3 times a day, resets every day, 3 times a day, 3 fights. You could end up basically fighting the same monster 3 times to try to whittle down its hit points, because it's a whole clan raid type deal. All right. Oh man, I'm starting to run out of breath. This is a long one. Top right here, these are dungeons. And unfortunately, I can't go into the screen to show you more than this, but these are for your dungeon points. These are very important to do. All right. Starts out at normal, hard, very hard, and goes to the extreme. When you do these, there's like some basically almost like an arena fight. Like your 5 characters versus 5 random characters. You fight, you win, and you advance to the next one. There's could be 4 or 5, 6 fights or whatever the case. When you get to the end, there's a boss fight. And the boss fight, if you defeat the boss, you get a little thing to put in your guild house. And yes, there's a guild house. Getting to that next. And it helps you generate stamina. And the little things in your guild house that generate stamina for you, they're awesome. And each one of these has a thing at the end. If you beat the boss, you get the stamina thing. As you can see, the first 4 there I completed. These last 2 kind of kicked my ass. But here's a little tip for you. Let's say, like on Extreme 2, I was stuck. I couldn't kill the boss. And the thing is, the boss at the end, you can use your 5 characters, fight it, and then those 5 characters are out. Well, if you have a whole bunch of other characters, you can pick another 5 characters, throw it at the boss. Boss kills those, pick another 5 characters, throw it at the boss. Thing is, run out of characters quick. Because, yeah, I have 5 characters that are really, really good, really, really strong, really, really powerful, and the rest of them, not so much. Okay. So eventually I'll get that cleared. But if I can't clear Extreme 2, I went to Extreme 3, and it's like, okay, I could get all the way to the boss really easily, and I earn more of those dungeon coins to use at the shop. I can't do anything to the boss in this one. The boss in Extreme 3 just destroys me. I'd make his health bar move like that much. I ain't got no hope right now. No hope at all. But I can get those dungeon coins, spend them on characters, get better characters. It'll work out in the end. All right. Oh my God. It worn out. Okay. Now, these bottom 2, the one on the left and the one on the right. The bottom left, Battle Arena. One on the right, Princess Arena. What's the difference? Okay, well, the one on the left is the Battle Arena, and it's basically your 5 characters versus somebody else's 5 characters, and whoever wins goes up in rank. It's important to do this, even if you don't like PvP, because the higher record you get quartz. Every time you set a new record, you get quartz. There was one time where I went from like, I don't know what rank I went, but I went up a lot, and it gave me like 1,200 quartz, which is almost a 10 pull. Do these. And plus, that's how you earn the currency. The higher rank you are, every hour you get so much of this currency. Like right now, I'm earning 31 arena currency an hour, and I have 65 on hand. If I want to collect that, I click that. Gives me my 66 up or something. You can do 5 fights a day, 5 minutes apart. And I would do one right now, but as you can see, my player level is 97. And somehow I got to this high a record where I'm fighting people who are rank 140 and around there. So basically, if I click this 143, I'm going to get whooped. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to be embarrassed. Princess Arena, same thing, only you have to configure 3 different teams. Somehow I'm ranked 357th. Pretty good. I'm earning a lot of the coins. So, yeah, let's collect them. 89. There we go. Do the arenas. Even if you keep getting whooped, at least you want to get placement. You want to start earning those coins. And the dailies. There's a daily for doing 1 battle here, 1 battle there. Do them. Get your dailies. Oh, okay, now what about this stuff on the left? Oh, boy. This one with the little feather on the map, that is side. It says side door. Side quests. Okay. Basically, they're past events that they had, and they put them in here for people who in the past didn't get to do it. They can go in here, do them now, and you can get like unlock a character. You can do whatever it is that you want to do in here. Earn some quick quartz, earn some other currency, and more access to different things that can generate different memory fragments. Good things to do. This is I think this is the very first summer one that they did. And you have bosses that you can do, currency you can get, and the side quests, once you clear them, they're done. So these are event quests, basically your main quest line for the event, stories, all the kind of same stuff. I'm not going to go into that. Back to quests. This one, the other ones will change over time. The side quest is always going to be there. These will pop up at different times. This one here happens to be the current event, and it is the summer event. And apparently I got a little something here to collect. What do I get to collect? I get 200,000. Okay, I'll take that. That's good stuff. So this is kind of like that screen that I just mentioned to you before. Back one so I can get to the main. All right. So you got your main quest here. You got your bosses. You got this here, which is basically spending. It's basically a lottery. You know, you fight the boss. You do the quest to get tickets to fight the boss. Use the tickets to fight normal, hard, very hard special event boss. Killing the boss gives you the little medals. The medals you spend in the lottery to get memory fragments, gear, all this other crazy. And you can buy them out, and I'm sure the different events will have different things, but hey, this is really basic. And every one of these seems to have a normal and a hard mode. The very hard, I've noticed you can only do once a day, and you just have to do that. And thankfully, this Hydra character, or at least this time around, is really easy. I whoop it. I don't have any tickets to do it right now. Okay, that's the event. Back to here. Another thing that pops up, Luna Tower. Luna Tower is kind of crazy. Once a month, Luna Tower opens up for a short period of time. And as you see over here, I am on floor 180. Well, it goes all the way to 440. That's some crazy stuff, okay? Basically, you fight your way all the way up that. And you earn quartz, you earn gear along the way. Like this, every 10 levels seems to be a boss level. And it doesn't reset, okay? You fight it, you can use 5 characters, you fight. Those 5 characters get killed or time runs out, you can find another 5 characters, throw it at it, keep going at it. And you keep whittling them down, and it stays that way. And when the characters are defeated, you don't get to use them until the next day. The next day comes around, this little button will light up saying, hey, you can refresh your characters. So when the game resets later today, I'll click that, refresh it, do some more fighting. And I'll be able to use my good characters this round and probably whoop most of that. You just click that to fight. Other areas, like say this one, it's just kind of regular fights. Those 5 things, you get in there, you fight, you win, you're good. Now, the cool thing is this little button up here allows you to skip basically to the next site. Let's say I defeat floor 180, okay? I click that, it'll let me skip all the way to floor 190, the next boss. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, kind of depends. There's a little bit of strategy involved that I'm not going to go into it. Most of the time, I just skip up to it, but sometimes, not a good idea. This little thing right here, some bosses have an EX level, and you go in there and try to fight the EX level boss, and in my case, they basically just whoop the living hell out of me, so we're not going to do that. Long story short, whenever Luna Tower comes into play, get in there and advance as far as you can. All right, that's the combat one. Hopefully the rest of these go a little bit smoother for you. All right, the one with the door here, your guild house. Guild house is nice. You can craft it and do some other stuff. As you can see, these little potion things with the stars, that's stamina. All those are generating stamina for me. This one generates mana. This one generates skip ticket. This one generates level up potions. And over time, it keeps generating more. There is a max, and this little button right here, you can just click that. Takes them all. Now I got stamina, all that stuff. I probably shouldn't have done that because now I got to spend the stamina because I'm probably capped. Nope, only 98. I'm good though. And the guild house opens up after you get so far in player rank, player levels. So the first floor will unlock, and then eventually get the second floor. I made a nice little pink cozy design, and eventually you get the third floor, which I made like a beach, kind of weird. That is kind of weird to have that in your house, but I wouldn't complain if I had that. There's a whole bunch of different little options. You can set background music. There's some stupid little mini games in the arcade thing here, and some of this stuff, like main table and your main stamina collecting thing, as you rank up, you can level up. Now, right here, I can level it up again, but I have to hit player rank 100. I'm only 97, so I got a little ways to go, and then I can level that up. Level it up. What does it do? It does what you expect. Makes more of the stuff. But you can do a whole bunch of shopping and stuff in here. Like you go here, you can buy like a pool, a squid, a table, a bed. And it's a little house that you can just kind of do whatever you want with and make it yours, right? And you also have the option to look at somebody else's random stuff or visit a clan member's guild house. I mean, some people don't give a damn about this. Other people are like, oh, that's kind of cute. I'm going to do that. But one of the more important things here, though, is leveling up your character's bond rating. You do that from here. Now, let's say you do a whole bunch of quests, and when you do use those skip tickets, it'll give you stuff that helps increase bond. Menu right here, the little heart says gift. Click that, and you have pretzels, pie, and cake. Girls like cake, right? All right, well, I have some. Looks like she can use some. Let's click that. Oh, that won't get her up to the next level, but it's pretty close. So we'll do that, apply that. Gets all happy and lovey-dovey because he just pigged out on cake. And we're done with that for now. It's very important to level up a character's bond because you get quartz from the story things it unlocks and stat upgrades. So attack power, defense power, etc. or whatever. It's important to do that if you're looking to max out your character anyways. And free quartz, which we all should. That's the guild house. Oh boy. Next one. We're going to go back to the home page. And you see this little thing that's like a billboard or what? It almost looks like a tub of popcorn, kind of. That's your gacha screen. That's where they get you. Oh boy. All right. From the gacha screen, there are a couple of different options. One all the way on the right here, this is normal. You can actually do this for free 2 times a day. It's just going to randomly give you some gear, maybe a couple of gacha pieces. That's all it is. Go here. The other options are going to change. This one seems to show up. It's just the kind of like the standard gacha, right? Now, what's a standard gacha? Right here, you see basically this says 1 day, 1 time. Okay, if you have paid quartz and that money, you spend 50 of it a day for one little pool. The cheapest single one pool, but I generally never do it because I never get anything. Now, if you want to do a regular single pool, it costs you 150 instead of the paid, right? You can do as many times as you want. Never, ever click that. Ever. Don't do it. You're wasting quartz. Why? Because your 10 pool has at least a guaranteed 2-star, okay? If you do the single pools, you're not guaranteed anything. So save up, do your 10 pool. Cost the same. Oh boy. So, click this. It kind of gives you some information on other stuff, right? That's actually giving me information on a different thing that I don't want. Is the summer event. This is one of many summer event characters. It is Nanaka Summer Edition, and it is a character that I researched, and I was like, I'll pass on this character. It seems like a decent character, but I'm going to pass on it because I'm trying to save quartz. Now, on some of these, it's going to have like little bonuses and stuff, okay? This character, if you get her, you get a bonus 100 fragments. Here to 4 stars, it takes 120. Which means it's going to be very easy to 4-star her if you get her in this gacha. 2.5% chance, if I remember correctly. Double check. You click that little button all the way to the right. Yep, 2.5% chance. You get a 3-star character. Not necessarily her. Now, her rate up is really, really high. Okay, so chances are if you get a 3-star character, it's going to be her, but not 100%. There's a different kind of gacha that they do that I really, really, really like. And it is basically a prize gacha. So it's a list of characters, and there's a little thing that can pop up, and you select what you want for your prize. Do you want and it's always memory fragments. Do you want memory fragments from this character to show up? Do you want it from this character to show up? Or do you want it from all the characters? You can check whichever characters you want, however many are there. And every pool comes with a chance to get a prize. It's like a prize, a B prize, all the way down to a F prize or something like that. And it's a really good chance to get extra memory fragments. And that's how I got Makoto up to crazy high level. It was a prize gacha. I selected only hers. And all the stuff that I did, I was able to get a ridiculous amount of fragments for just that character. It worked out great. So prize gachas are awesome. And they will also do the Princess Gacha once in a while, which has Pecorine Princess Edition, Kokoro Princess Edition. Instead of the standard 2.5%, it is 5% chance to get those characters. When that pops up, and hopefully you have a lot of quartz saved up for that, go mad and get yourself some good characters. I did really early on, and I don't regret it at all. Oh, that's almost the end. The very last one are menu options. Now, the menu options, there's not much here that I really want to go into because you have your friends list, you have support tickets. The very first one here, if you want to buy quartz and spend your hard-earned money, click that, get your stuff around here, get all their things, and it's just like I'm not going to go into all that crazy. This right here is items. What kind of items do I have? Well, it has a list of all my items and stuff. Okay. This is albums and stuff for characters and stuff like that. A lot of this stuff I haven't even bothered going through. The only thing that you really want to do, and you're going to want to Google this, is data. And I'm just going to cancel out of that because that's basically your username password protection data. You want to set that right off the bat because if something ever happens to your device or you upgrade to a new device, you want to transfer it over, it's not going to link to your Google account or any of that. You need to set your username and password, and that way when you install it on another device, you enter the username password information, boom, you got it transferred, you're good to go. Oh boy. And that is Princess Connect. Just to show you how you can do that, put Summer Makoto back on there. Download real quick. And Summer Makoto will now be right there with better look of stuff. All right. Well, anyways, that's your basics on how to play Princess Connect. That's the menu options. I know this video was very long, but there's a lot of stuff to cover. Hopefully you found it useful. If you did, like, subscribe, hit that notification button. And my voice is actually about to go, so I'm going to go drink some water, take a little bit of a break, and we'll see you in the next video.